Unknown to me, she was building cases. I was the one who helped her there. How would I know that she was doing such thing? She was making it look like I was a criminal. The thing is still surprising to me till today. I told you of how I was poisoned. After they shot at me, at times I would sit on the chair, the thing would be hot on my back. My colleague too had their own share of the experience. I told you how they wrote a threat letter to my boss. In that threat letter, they mentioned the salary of some people. They were throwing insult at some of my bosses. All of us passed through all those things. But my own was too much. So after they poisoned me, I spent a lot to be alive. So it now resulted to perennial stomach upset. So this particular year, 2021, I was sick of stomach upset. So I was in the hospital. It was in August. Ending of August. I don't want to mention the specific date for reasons known to me. So on getting to the hospital, they treated me and asked me to go for a rest. Of course, somebody that was having stomach upset. When you are treated, do you want to go back to the office? There are certain treatment that you receive, you don't go to the office. Either you are on injection or you are very weak. Normally, when you are on treatment, except you have one or two things or compelling reason to take you to the office, you are supposed to be at home. So after treatment, they say I will rest for 3 days. So before my resumption, I think I went to meet the doctor. Not even after resumption, it was not before resumption, after resumption. So I went to meet the doctor. I knew I was to submit sick letter, or sick leave, when you are absent in the office for more than a day or 2 days. So this man gave me letter in which he stated that I was asked to rest, not on admission. So the doctor gave me a letter in which he stated that I was having a rest. I just went with the letter. I did not even check anything. The lady just called me and said the letter was not signed in September, first week of September that year, 2021. I said the letter was not signed. Unknown to me that she had made photocopy. So innocently, I took the letter there. I met with the doctor. The doctor said, actually, he knew that he was supposed to stamp it. He signed but didn't stamp. That he was supposed to stamp. But at the time he gave me, everybody had closed. The receptionists were not there. It was night. So that I had to, he had to just let it go. So eventually, they stamped it. Ashe, this HR lady she communicated wrongly to the HMO, saying that they should look at the form I brought, that the form does not look like the format of sick leave. You are not an hospital person. You are not a doctor. Even the work you are doing, you are not doing it well. the one you are doing, you don't know how to do it. He said she suspected that it was doctor. What an insult. Unknown to me, I was not copied. He sent to the HMO that I claimed that I was on admission, whereas there was no part or place in the letter where they mentioned admission. They mentioned that I should go home to rest, not even bed rest. Because if you are placed on admission, you will communicate to the hospital will communicate to the HMO because they must pay for bed. Before they treat you, they will communicate to them, you get approval, a code. Before you do a test, they will communicate to them to get a code for approval. Admission, they will communicate to them for them to be paid. This lady communicated to HMO that I stated that they should look at my letter, the photocopy of the first one, and the one they now stamp. She sent it to the HMO, stating there in her mail that I brought letters stating that I was admitted, and that the letter does not reflect or is not compatible with the sick leave that they were supposed to give me, that the paper they were supposed to give me was different. 3, he said there were 2 different names, which contain hatred can make people to misbehave, especially ignorant people. They will not calm down or calm down to find out. The name on the form showed the name of my wife, Adenike Oluwasanmi. You know, we are using what is it called? A family card. The first person to use the hospital after we were assigned or moved to that hospital was my wife. So the name on the folder was her name. So every other members of the family, they will just write our name on the paper, on the sheet inside the file. But in that hospital, what they do is the first person to come, that is the person they will have the name on the file. So the name of the file on that letter was the name of my wife. The name of the patient was me. This lady interpreted it to mean that I brought letters with 2 different names. So she sent to HMO. HMO now told her, they said, we do not have evidence of his admission. Of course, they did not have, because the hospital did not request for code for admission. 2, I did not say I was admitted. There is no place in the letter that said I was admitted. I was not even rest in the hospital. I was to take rest at home. She misinformed them deliberately in the letter, in the mail. Incidentally, she attached the hospital letter. But what the HMO now did that I like, they now showed her a trail of the exchanges of mail between them and the hospital, which showed that I was actually in the hospital and they treated me for stomach pain. They stated it there. I still have those mails. I'm sure they don't know I have them. They stated there that I was in the hospital at that time. They complained of stomach upsets. This is what it was asked to be given. They mentioned Buscopan. But they said they could not authenticate admission because they didn't grant admission code. Fine. Oh my God. If you want to authenticate a letter, you will write to the hospital. Did you issue this letter? Did this person come? It's as simple as that. You are writing to HMO to authenticate a letter given by the hospital. You are writing to HMO, misinforming them, telling them that this man claimed he was on admission when there was no place here that stated that was an admission. This lady was just determined and sworn to destroy somebody's life. I helped her to get to that city. I'm still talking about IS audit challenges. this lady now sent to the head of section that I reported to, that woman, copying the head of legal that they should take note. She even lied that she had told me to bring another HMO letter that I'm here to respond, whereas there was nothing like that. In all these things, apart from the time she called me to come and collect that letter, she didn't even send me, she called me to come and collect it. No other communication. And she lied when she was passing, after she has exchanged mails with the HMO, she sent it to the head of section at that time, copying head of legal to take notes. As far back as 2021, this girl has been building a case to destroy somebody's life. I help her there. A generation will not have become that head just because you wanted to deal with a friend that you see as enemy. Too bad. So I got that information because God loved me. God knew that I was cheated. So he provided me all this information. All these things were going on without me. And she lied there that she had told me. Can you investigate? You want to investigate somebody's results. Somebody went to the university. He or she brought a result. You want to authenticate it. Do you write to JAMB? You say because he went to the university through JAMB. You now write to JAMB. Let me check this result. Is it not the school you will write to? If you want to confirm authenticity of a report, sick report, you write to the hospital. Ignorance out of bush hunting. So let's go to our next